Geno Smith, and my battery did, or the thing did warn me that my battery was low. I guess it wasn't fully connected. Should have believed it. Um, but as I was saying, and I didn't realize how long I've been freaking going for because I've been rambling like a rambler. Um, but yeah, Geno Smith had himself a pretty good game, and like I said, I'm pretty sure nobody had this guy in their freaking lineup. I'd be shocked unless, like I said, unless you're in a two QB format situation, then you do have Geno Smith, and you probably won your freaking game. I'm not actually sure how that two quarterback league works because I've never played in one, and I don't think I want to play one. It seems like it's a little bit on the hectic side. I like the way we play. One quarterback, two wide receivers, two running backs, flex, defense, kicker. There's one more flex, two wide receivers, yeah, and the tight end. Yeah, I like that format. I don't. I mean, the thing is, when you learn something, you like it, and you most likely don't want to change it up, which I don't. Then you got Rashad Penny, who some of us, or I thought, I'm like, man, I had him last year. I'm like, he played so well. There's a good chance he plays well again. But then again, I'm like, do I want to take the risk? Have Carson come back, take his freaking load, and then it's just not gonna look pretty. But then again, with the way he's been playing, you'd probably be stupid as a head coach to. But then again, Carson was so good too. It's like maybe you have a two-headed running back situation going on there. Then you had Walker the third, and it's like, holy shit, somebody's got to go eventually, and it's not gonna be Walker because he's the new guy. He's the new guy in town, and like everybody keeps saying, they love this guy, which they probably do if he's really good. Then DK faced DK today or yesterday as well. I was hoping he didn't have a good game, but he, similar with Fournette, there was times when I'm like, ooh, he's just got so close to the first down, and he did. He probably only had like one or two first downs, from what I remember. Three was it 7 for 36? Not too great at all. I mean, at all actually. Compared to Tyler's or Tyler 328, and you got Will Deasy. The main thing is they did a lot of or at least, man, they didn't do too much running actually. It was actually, I thought they had done a lot of running, to be honest. More than this was 18, 19 runs in total. That's pretty bad, mate. I really thought they did much more running than this, but from the numbers, it's not looking like it. But then again, the Broncos just kept messing up and messing up and messing up, throwing overthrown balls or underthrown balls from Russell Wilson. Even though that boy Javonte Williams looked like he had a pretty good game. I mean, he's somewhat. I get he's not somewhat. He's new to the system. Maybe hasn't him as in Russell Wilson probably hasn't gotten used to it. 4 for 102 for Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy could have had more, and Sutton could have had more. So those are two other players that I was looking at, and most people were probably looking at, but you probably didn't take because, I mean, if they're in the right spot, in the right rounds, you probably did take them. You probably didn't have a choice in a way. I was very close to Sutton because he just dropped so low for us. He would. The other thing is a lot of people are like, you think you're like Sutton is not going to be overtaken by Jeudy, and then you take Sutton, and then you're like Jeudy's better and all this and that, and then you take Jeudy over Sutton, and it's like all the time I was just like, do I just not want to take either? And I decided not to take either. I went more with the consistency, but then again, I also went with Kadarius Toney, who I expected or I'm expecting to have a big year because I mean, from what we saw from last year, this guy's just one of the more shifty, or just when he gets the ball, he's hard to take down. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think that's, and yeah, like I said, Russ didn't look too great. 29 for 42, one touchdown. That's not too bad, and actually, all the incompletions might make it look terrible. I'm not sure what his fantasy numbers. Let's just go ahead and look around all these fantasy numbers just in total. Maybe something I missed. Obviously, the majority of these I'm seeing. I didn't know Carson Wentz actually had I mean, he had those long balls, the one John Dotson and then the one Terry McClure. And he probably had himself a couple of rushes, as y'all know, Carson Wentz. Then the Saquon Barkley, I knew about that one. Pittsburgh Steelers defense, obviously with the four interceptions, two fumbles, and probably a hell of a sacks. Jalen Hurts with 24.7 was pretty good. Swifty, Jonathan Taylor, like come on, man, it's you would think so, or it's bound to happen. Is what I'm trying to say. Joe Burrow with 22, even though it was a real life terrible game. Jameis Winston with 21, and any surprises? I guess the biggest surprise would probably be is it Saquon Barkley because he just looked so great out there, and hopefully he doesn't get injured. I mean, I'm rooting for him. I'm not a Giants fan or none, but I mean, I prefer players. Nobody wants players to get injured, but in fantasy, sometimes you're like, shit, I need somebody to get injured, which is kind of evil. Uh, Fantasy football does that kind of shit to you. Like I said, any other surprises? CHC or CEH. I don't know. I keep calling them the other way. That other whatever the hell I just said sounds kind of better. But CH. Whatever the hell I just said, just want to laugh about it. But I don't think any of the other ones were. Maybe James Robinson or Dontre Hilliard, probably a surprise. But yeah, I think that's a surprise. Well, Young Way Cool. I didn't know that boy had himself 19 points. Yes. I had Butler obviously didn't look or wasn't too great, but some of those aren't really surprises. Miles Sanders touchdown was a surprise. Who the frick is Cade? Oh, Cade York was I think he was a drafted kicker. 16 for him too, so yeah, looking too great. Yeah, we're looking great. Jahan Dotson was probably the biggest surprise because he's a rookie, but then again, a lot of these rookies we're getting some love anyways. But that's gonna be it. Now I gotta crop this freaking video, which I didn't want to do since the charger died on me, and I didn't want to make it this long anyways. So gonna go ahead and do that. Sabotage. Ouch.